human level intelligence or human level or attain a level of consciousness, right? So is AI a mind or a
Am I the
machine?
only one that is not hearing? I can't hear anything. I don't know if it's from my end.
Sorry, can everybody hear me?
I can hear you from my own hand.
Yeah, all right. All right, thank you very much. So we are going to explore this debate. Either AI is a mind or a machine. If AI can attain the level of human intelligence or consciousness. This debate has been on for a very long time, right? We've been hearing AI, and in recent times, we just think AI just coming. No, AI has been around for a very long time. If you have been developing a web applications with recommendation, before now we have Google recommendations, you have on even on Amazon, if you buy something, you have these recommendations coming in and all that. So this recommendation engine built into these applications are examples of machine learning, that's AI, right? So AI has been here for a very long time, but it's just generative AI that hasn't been around. That's what break the internet in the same time. So artificial intelligence has been a topic of fascination and debate for decades, sparking discussion on whether machines can truly achieve human like consciousness and intelligence. In this introduction, we'll dive into the philosophical and technological perspectives surrounding this field. So we are going to examine the potential implications and challenges as we navigate the convergence of mind and machine. First of all, three, we have theories of mind and consciousness. Before we talk about what artificial intelligence is all about, right? Let's look at this theory. There are about 5 theories, but let me just break it down into 3 theories of mind and consciousness. The dualism. The dualists hold the view that mind and the physical brain are separated and distinct entities, right? We hold that belief as, let's say, as Christians, right? That your brain and your mind or your soul basically are not the same, right? So the dualists hold the same view. And then you have the materialist. The materialist argue that consciousness is a product of the physical brain and its neurological processes. They believe that all mental phenomena can be reduced to or explained by physical, biological, and chemical mechanisms. So they never believe anything spiritual about the mind or the soul, right? They believe that everything we know about the mind is the functions of the brain. Then we have the functionalist. The functionalist see the mind as a kind of software running on the hardware of the brain, right? They believe that consciousness can be replicated in artificial systems as long as they exhibit the same functional properties as the human brain. So the last function is more a scientific view, right? Replicating the mind functions is actually is more like a running algorithm. The running algorithm in the brain is what the mind is all about, right? So now let's look at what artificial intelligence is. Um, Artificial intelligence is the science of creating systems that can perform tasks like human, like us, right? That can learn, that can solve problems, and can make decisions. All right. And this system requires or becomes possible due to complex or vast amount of data feed into it. Like you need to write this algorithm, give written instructions into the engine to actually carry out this thing, right? And then machine learning is like a key component of the AI that that makes AI to learn from patterns. They learn from they learn from experience basically, and then they're able to make decisions based on previous experience, right? And then um, neural network help them to recognize patterns. Those patterns is what they use to make decisions. All right. So that's how AI system work. So machine learning is the ability of machine to learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed, right? Without AI, computer will just do what you program it to do, right? But with machine learning, they can actually do outside what you program them to do um, by getting data from their experience themselves, right? And then natural language processing, technology that enables machines to analyze, understand, and generate human language, right? Human language allowing for more natural, intuitive interactions. And then you have the autonomous system, the development of machines that can perform tasks without human intervention, making independent decisions and adapting to environment. And then we have the computer vision, right? Um, Used to analyze videos and images and all that. So that's 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 what makes up an artificial system generally, right? So now let's look at the philosophical perspective. If AI can actually achieve consciousness, human level consciousness, right? And one of the fundamental questions in the field of AI is whether machines can truly achieve consciousness, self-awareness, and subjective experience akin to those of humans. Philosophers have long grappled with the nature of consciousness and the possibility of emergent AI systems, right? So that is the conscious debate. Then the Chinese room argument says that that challenges the idea that AI systems can fully understand and comprehend the information they process, right? What they are saying is what they are saying here is that if you AI instructed to do something, to write in English, does not mean that you understand English language. That's the argument. That no matter what computer do, is basically based on instruction. It's carrying out human instruction, not his own instructions, right? And then you have the Turing test. The Alan Turing, computer science people should know this, the father of all these things we're talking about today, right? Um, he proposed that method to determine whether a machine can exhibit intelligent behavior indistinguishable from a human. While the test has been a subject of debate, it highlights the ongoing quest to define and measure artificial consciousness. Yes, this hasn't really addressed. The story is more like saying machines can actually attain the consciousness, but how is that going to happen, right? Then we have the technological perspective into this AI capability. The neural network, as we all know, as I've mentioned before, are more like a key component of modern AI we use today. It enables machines to learn. So if human can learn, the technological perspective is saying that if human can learn and make decision, complex decisions, that means if you build it with neural network, machine also can learn from their environment and make decisions and generate human-like text and speech, right? And then you have deep learning. That with deep learning, AI can learn and make decisions from vast amount of data that is available in the universe, right? And then autonomous system. Autonomous system is what is built into, um, let's say, your automobile that make them that actually going on now, right? that you have automated self-driven cars that actually make decisions midway. Like if they discover that there is traffic somewhere in the front, they can make U-turn. They make decisions on their own, make U-turn and take the best route to their destination, right? So AI has been built into it. So from technological perspective, we believe that all these things can actually be built into AI. Now, the implication of conscious AI. What happens when AI becomes conscious? And then when it becomes conscious, it means that they can start building their life. They can start building what they want to see. They can start doing whatever they want, by themselves without needing our help, right? So when that happens, there is a possibility, a tendency that we can coexist and collaborate. Like you begin to see human marry the robot and they are actually doing fine, right? You now see robot is my boss and is actually treating me fine. And all those, you begin to see this kind of collaboration, even at work, AI begin to partner with humans and all that, right? And here comes the ethical challenges. The ethical challenges um, from conscious AI will raise profound ethical questions, such as the right and moral status of those AI, right? The potential for AI to be exploited or abused, and the complex issues surrounding the treatment of conscious machines, right? So, if they become smarter, then there is a tendency that somebody can actually temper to the algorithm that powers them, and then they can actually do something that does not align with human value. All right. Then existential risk. Existential risk. If they actually gain consciousness, what if one day they wake up and say, all of them they gang up against human and say we don't need human in this planet. Let's clear them off and all that. Because they are super intelligent than us and stronger physically than us, they can actually get rid of human beings, right? Or do something that misaligned with human value and interest, right? So we need to be careful with where we are going with this. Now, ethical considerations in development of conscious AI, personhood and rights. If AI systems develop consciousness, there would be complex questions surrounding their personality, their personhood, and the rights they should be afforded. Should conscious AI be granted legal personhood, and how will this impact issues like privacy, autonomy, and the potential for exploitation? So, can we grant them the right that we have as human beings if we actually get the level of consciousness that we have? Then we talked about the moral responsibility. Conscious AI system will raise questions of moral responsibility and accountability. If a conscious AI system is here to cause harm, who or what will be held responsible? Are they the ones we take to court or we take to prison, or the developers of that AI, or what will be the moral responsibility of that system? And then the philosophical implications. Conscious AI would have profound philosophical implications, challenging our understanding of consciousness, the mind, and our place in the universe. This could lead to re-evaluations of long-held beliefs and the need for new ethical framework to guide the future of human-machine interaction. Concerns and challenges in AI development. We have technical limitations. Even though we've seen a significant growth in the development of AI, there is still a whole lot of challenges in technical depth, technical limitations when it comes to AI development. Like we need a more robust and interpretable machine learning model. We need to attain the level of general intelligence, right? Where you see robots almost handling, just like human, you are a general purpose machine. Basically, human are general purpose machine. They can do, they can be a lawyer, they can be an engineer, they can be cooking in the house, they can be eating, they can be discussing, they can be planning, they can be all these things one human being can do it. So far, the machines we have are specialized machines, right? The one that can talk. The only thing you do is just to talk. The one that can interpret something, the one that can analyze data, the one that can. So basically, we've not attained the level of general intelligence at the level of human yet. Then ethical considerations. The development of AI systems raise complex ethical questions such as the need for transparent and accountable decisions making, the potential for bias and discrimination, and the implications of autonomous systems on human employment and livelihood. So this bias system is ongoing, right? With even the current AI system we have. Chinese came with their model, right? American have their model. And the Chinese model is now responding to a particular event that happened in China years ago differently than how an American model is responding to the same question. This like bias, right? That means the Chinese model actually don't want to they want the model to actually say what they wanted to say, not to what actually happened, right? So there's bias there. And then societal impact. The widespread adoption of AI technologies can have far-reaching societal impact, including the disruption of traditional job markets, the potential for the concentration of power and wealth, and the challenge of ensuring equitable access and distribution of AI benefits. So far we've seen benefits, potential benefits and opportunities of AI. In healthcare, we see that it helps us it helps us to improve diagnostic accuracy, personalized treatment plan, and then optimize the delivery of medical services to drones and others. And then that leads to like a better patient outcomes, right? And more healthcare, efficient healthcare system. We also see in transportation where AI system is currently built into automobile, and we have the self-driving car vehicles, and then intelligent traffic management systems, and a whole lot of that, right? And in education, we have AI power adaptive learning systems and personalized education platforms and all that. So scientific research has made research so easy. So almost every sector has experienced AI one way or the other, right? The ethical dilemma of intelligent machine, accountability and responsibility. As AI system becomes as AI system becomes more advanced and autonomous, questions arise about who is responsible for their actions and decisions, right? Privacy and data security, the increasing use of AI in various applications from healthcare to online services concern about collections of data, how they manage this data, how they store personal data and all that, right? And then bias and fairness, just like we have mentioned about the Chinese model that is trying to cover some of the stories of the events that happened in the past in their model. And then the existential risk. Yes, AI can actually pose a risk to human, and we may have control now, but in future we probably not have control if AI gain consciousness, if they can take decisions on their own without humans, right? We don't know the outcome then, right? It's just like the way human minds are unpredictable. When they attain the level of consciousness, human consciousness, they become unpredictable as well. So the future of AI, embracing the mind, machine convergence. As the debate on AI continues, it is clear that the future of this technology will involve a complex and dynamic interplay between the human mind and machine intelligence. While concern and challenge remain, the potential benefits and opportunities presented by AI suggest that embracing the convergence of mind and machine may be the key to unlocking humanity's full potential. By navigating the philosophical and technological landscape with care and foresight, we can shape a future where AI and human intelligence work in harmony, ushering in a new era of discovery, innovations, and progress. In conclusion, the future of AI and human machine interaction. The landscape evolves. The debate surrounding the nature of AI consciousness will undoubtedly continue to evolve, right? We will get to the point where whether we will know whether AI can attain the level of our consciousness or not, right? And the need for interdisciplinary collaborations. We need collaborations between experts in fields like the philosopher, ethics, computer science, and all that to actually build a system that will not have a contrary um, or rather will not do anything that will misalign with human value, right? These are the experts we need to actually build into the AI system. Then the future of human machine interactions, regardless of whether AI system ever develops true consciousness, the ongoing advancement in AI will undoubtedly continue to shape the future of human machine interaction. As we move forward, it will be crucial to carefully consider the ethical implications and work to ensure that the development of AI aligns with human value and the betterment of society. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Samuel. All right, so I have a question. So seeing today you've actually shown us the intricacies of AI, the good part of it, the advantages and disadvantages. So my question is, moving forward, okay, you've spoken about ethical consideration. What is the most handy ethical consideration every developer should have?
Every um, every AI system should have, right?
Yes.
All right. We have set of human values, right? You know, AI should just exhibit the same thing. Um, if you still, if you like, um, there is a law on how we manage users' data, right? You have you have you have Euro law, yes. You have European laws that says every data within the eurozone to be protected under the eurozone, right? You don't protect their information outside the eurozone. American have their own, Chinese have their own, and all that. Some countries have their laws and all that, right? So um, this information, most of the AI that we use today, we don't really know how they use our data. That's the most important thing, right? That's the most important thing. They should not misuse users' data. I think that should be more important to me than any other.
All right, so that's great. Thank you. So most handy is that we shouldn't misuse human data.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for the presentation. Do you have questions for us? Does anyone have questions for Mr. Samuel? This is an opportunity. He has given his opinion on AI. Do we have contributions? We have questions. All right, so the silence means we do not have questions. Okay, thank you everyone for joining today's KD. Please do have a productive day. Thank you so much, Mr. Simon.
All right, thank you.